Kyle Larson will lead the field to the green tomorrow night in the 5th annual Quaker State 400 presented by Advance Auto Parts NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race here at Kentucky Speedway. Kyle was fastest in practice earlier today with 182.537 miles per hour. Kyle, congratulations. Talk about how your car is handling and talk about maybe how it's going with the new rules package that we'll see here tomorrow night.
Yeah, I was glad we got a little bit of track time there, and we were quick off the truck, which we're really proud of my team for, just because we haven't had any laps on this new package, unlike some of the other teams that have got to do some testing. So I was happy with that, and you were quick and race trim off the truck, and then we went to mock qualifying trim, and we're really fast. Was able to lay down a really fast lap, and then go back to race trim and felt good there too. So happy with how the day's been. Feel bad for the teams that aren't gonna get a shot to qualify. But it's nice that we'll get some more practice in here in a little bit once the track dries up, and try and learn this new package even more.
We'll take a couple questions. We'll start over here. Stan has one, and we'll go to this gentleman here in the black shirt.
Kyle, Stan Creekmore with RPMtonight.com. This is a setup that existed long before you joined the Sprint Cup Series. So does this setup take you anywhere else back in your career and the feel that you get with it?
Maybe to the last mile and a half track we ran. I don't know. Stock cars are stock cars to me. They all drive close to the same. So I don't know, we're on a pavement track, so it doesn't take me anywhere close to back to my dirt roots at all. So, stock cars are heavy, sluggish in a way, so it doesn't really feel a whole lot different to me other than just a little bit looser in the corner, and you have to lift a little bit sooner, maybe use a little bit more brake. But other than that, it doesn't drive too different.
Go ahead, sir.
Aaron Bearden, FrontStretch.com. Obviously, you didn't get a whole lot of track time here, but now you kind of have a feel for it. Do you kind of have any idea of what the race is going to go like for these teams?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be nice that we do get another hour or and a half or so, or whatever it is, whenever we do get back out there. So maybe we'll be able to get around some more cars in the next time we get out there, because I haven't really been close to anybody out there, so I don't know how it'll handle in dirty air or anything like that. But I don't really know if anybody's been around cars and traffic yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. I think the whole idea behind the new aero package was to try and make the racing better. So hopefully they've made the right changes and it will be better tomorrow.
Let's go over here to the far side there, right there, Brittany. Fred?
Kyle, are there any advantages, or what are the advantages to being the pole sitter in this particular race and with these particular circumstances, and are there any disadvantages to being the pole sitter?
No, I don't think there's any disadvantage ever to being the pole sitter. You get the number 1 pit stall, or number 2 pit box, I guess it is, and then you're starting off the race in clean air. So as long as you can maintain that track position, I should have a good race. Judging off the truck race last night, seemed like 2 tires and stuff were good. So I think you'll see a lot of kind of pit strategies going on to try and gain track position and then also maintain it. So we're starting up front, and hopefully we can keep the Target Chevy up there.
I think Lee had a question. Go ahead.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. Congratulations, Kyle. Were there any places on the racetrack that you might have been concerned with where it might have been a little damp, or you saw weepers or whatever during the course of practice?
Not I didn't really see anything that was bad or feel anything that was bad, especially in the corners, where the racing line is. I didn't feel anything. I think down the front stretch I might have saw like a couple damp spots on the very bottom, where we aren't even running. So I thought the track was in good enough shape to race for sure. I don't know, this track it's always been kind of bad for weepers, so I thought what they did yesterday to fix that was good. I'm sure once we leave this weekend, this track will be working hard to make sure they cure any more issues they might have with weepers and stuff like that. But as long as it doesn't rain anymore the rest of the weekend, we should be okay for track conditions.
Good time, maybe one more question. Stan, finish up with Stan, then he's got to get some photos.
Okay, Kyle, with the first practice, drivers staying alone out there, is this second practice going to be more maybe you and Jamie McMurray or someone, 2 drivers, 3 drivers working together to see what the cars will do?
I don't think so. I really don't think it'll be any different than like a normal happy hour practice, where, most weekends our first couple practices we're all by ourselves, kind of running. And then it seems happy hour, the track kind of gets a little bit more busy. We aren't necessarily racing around each other, but the track's busier, so you're closer to other people, so you get a better idea of what it's going to handle like. So I imagine at some point in the next practice you'll probably see a little bit, busier track, but I don't think you're going to see much people racing around each other just because it's just practice, and you don't want to, there's a lot of unknown, I guess, with this package. So you don't want to go in there behind somebody and get loose or anything like that. But I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, thank you very much, Kyle.